The reality is you probably suck at what you do, and that's perfectly fine because I used to suck at what I did when I first started. And this is exactly where everybody starts. Whenever you start doing something that you don't have experience doing, let's say it's going to the gym or creating a business or trying to get a job at a new field or, trying to learn a language, whatever it is, whenever you start, you suck. That's how it works, right? But the reality is most people don't even start. And again, that's why people fail, right? You have to be able to look stupid. You have to be able to just acknowledge the fact like, hey, when I start this new thing, whatever that new thing is that I'm talking about that you guys have in the back of your head that you want to do or that maybe you're working on right now. But whenever you start that thing, you're going to suck, right? It's just the reality. Personal experience with me, whenever I first started doing jiu-jitsu and kickboxing, Muay Thai, and MMA, and all this different kind of stuff that I'm doing now, which was about a little over 2 years ago, I was absolutely terrified walking into that gym. Nobody was more scared than me that day. Nobody, right? I walked into the gym. The only reason, to be completely honest with you, the only reason I went is because one of the buddies that I had at the time, who I wasn't even super close with, but he started going. And, I don't think I ever would have been able to, maybe I would, maybe I'm not giving myself enough credit, but I don't know if I would have had the courage to walk into that kind of gym, by myself as a first-time person. We talk about getting outside your comfort zone all the time on this channel, but, that was a really big step for me. And when I walked into that gym, I realized that everybody was super cool, and I did suck, but it's okay, right? Nobody cares, right? There's plenty of other people in there who are not very good at what they were doing and didn't know what they were doing, just like me when I first started. And, where would we be if we didn't take that chance and just go put ourselves out there and try, right? And now 2 years after that, I mean, I'm still, in all reality, still not very good. But I at least kind of have my bearings. I can kind of stay alive a little bit, and I understand some basic concepts when it comes to that, and I've learned a lot from it, is my point. And it's something that I really, really enjoy and get a lot of fulfillment from. I've made a lot of really new friends that are awesome people and that I'm going to stay in touch with for a really long time. And I've been able to have all these positive experiences from doing that and taking that risk and being willing to look stupid, right? And that's just how it goes in life. Like, you take risks and, you put yourself out there. Sometimes it doesn't work out. Sometimes it does. And you have to be willing to look stupid and just get outside your comfort zone, right? Nothing good happens inside your house, right? You have to go out there and put yourself in front of other people and do things that you're not comfortable doing. I mean, just expand your comfort zone, right? And again, that comes back to the whole point of this video is you're going to suck when you first start doing it. It doesn't matter what it is. If you try to go learn, Spanish, at least me, I'm terrible. I'm from San Antonio, but it's crazy how terrible my Spanish is. If I try to start learning Spanish, and I've tried many times before, by the way, like it's horrible. But if I was consistent, and I'm not, if I was consistent, eventually I would get to the point where I'm decent and I'm speaking, something that sounds like words, right? Not just jumbled up garbage like I talk. And, if you keep doing that, then you're going to get better and you're going to get better. That's how it works, guys. You have to have this mentality with literally everything, right? You're going to suck at first. That's fine. Nobody cares, right? When I first stepped on those jiu-jitsu mats, people might have looked at me funny for 1 second, but after that, they were too busy with themselves to care. Nobody cares, right? You're going to suck when you first start doing things. Get used to it, right? You're not going to know what you're doing. Get used to it. That's the way life works, right? If you just stick to the things that you know how to do and you keep doing the same things over and over and over again that you're comfortable with, what kind of life is that, right? You're going to be bored. You're not going to feel fulfilled because you're not expanding your horizon. You're not trying new things, right? And I can tell you, man, there's a lot of really good things that happen on the other side of uncertainty. And, whatever that thing is that, you guys are thinking about right now that maybe you have started or maybe you haven't started, whatever it is that you are afraid to start because of what people might think about you. I just encourage you guys, man, just to do it. And because the reality is it's not that bad, right? It's the exact same thing with like learning how to talk to girls as like a young dude. Is like, it can be a little intimidating walking up to girls and like talking to them and stuff, but you just have to go. And good things happen when you get outside your comfort zone and do things that make you a little nervous, right? So embrace that feeling of, looking stupid. Because if you can do that and just start things and, not be afraid to look dumb in front of other people, then you're going to be ahead of like literally 99% of people on planet Earth. And at that point, there's nothing that people can do to stop you, right? Because you're not afraid to look stupid. And if you just complement that with someone who just doesn't quit, like if you can just not care what people think and just not quit and focus on whatever goal it is you have, you are literally unstoppable. That's the cheat code, right? And it really is. That's the cheat code. If you can just do those two things, then you are going to be set. You don't need a YouTube channel for advice. You don't need a course. You don't need a mentor. You don't need any of that kind of stuff because you'll figure it out, and that's just the way it goes. So anyway, guys, do not be afraid to look stupid. I hope this video helps you guys out. This is something that I try to remind myself of on a daily basis because, I'm just like you. I think that people are thinking about me, and the reality is they're not. They're thinking about themselves. So quit worrying about what other people think and put yourself out there. I think it's definitely gonna pay dividends in your life, and I hope that you guys give that a shot or try to do it more, and let me know how it goes, because again, this is just one of the core components of a well-lived life is putting yourself out there and taking risks and trying new things. So anyway, guys, I hope this helps you guys out. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.